Oh, there's a patch of grass. I'm gonna set up the tarp tent there for now until we get a more permanent one in place. There we go. Got the outlines made. We got the first two up. We'll go from there. This is a different, the tarp itself actually is a different size than the frame itself, so I just had to modify a few of them. But that's where we're at. This is where we're at so far. There's two more to put up. I've just been putting up the ridge full, bolting that together and sort of like tossing them in good enough position. And then later on I'll space them out and put in the side supports. But that's how I've been doing it. Bit of a pain, but I think you're supposed to use two people, but just me. Anyways, I'll keep you posted. So, we got all six up each side. Ridge line is all bolted together. I just need the side pieces. I got a little bit there, not enough there, so I'll have to rig something up. And then I have some short pieces, I don't know what they're for. I might not end up using them. And then I have this pile yet. This is gonna be stretched along the top. I'm just gonna lay them out now, and if I run out, I'm probably gonna have to rig something up with a 2x3 or something along the bottom. So, a little bit of figuring out, but it's gonna be cheaper than buying a complete one. Although it's a pain. Putting up the side, it turns out my peak pipes are a little bit too long. So, drilling an extra hole, then I'm gonna have to hacksaw off the rest. But better to be too long than too short. Next update, I got all the spreaders on. I got all the bottom spreaders on. I had to use wood because I ran out of tubing. Just put in some carriage bolts along the bottom, along the top, so it doesn't tear the tarp. Current issue right now is because I don't have these pieces, which actually provides some back and forth support, and it's just pivoting on that bolt. The whole thing can be a little bit, well, not anymore, but it can rotate back and forth. The reason why is this is wedged into the ground now, but I am going to use it as a cross brace to triangulate a little bit so that it just stays a little bit more rigid. I'm assuming the tarp does a little bit of that too, so I'm not going to go crazy, but I don't want the whole thing blowing back and forth because that's going to wear out the tarp eventually. So that's where we're at right now. Now I just cut these fulls a little bit shorter for these around 90, not 90 degree, less than 90 degree angle pieces. They have holes in the tips of them for ratchet straps so that the tarp can be pulled tight. But yeah, basically just gonna get it in final position, make sure it's measured up, and then I can think about start fitting the tents. That's where we're at now. We have the end on. This here, I'm just looping the black pieces behind. That's what actually holds it. It's all tensioned with these ratchet straps right here. I don't think it's a 100% perfect fit. You can see there, not quite wraps around. So maybe I'll have to adjust it. But for now, I think it's just fine. So, okay. Here, I laid out the main covering. So, that's what we're dealing with. I just gotta get it all over the top, down the other end, and I'm probably gonna strap it down first. And then I'll show you the eyelets that I need to wrap rope around that actually hold it down. So, we'll see. Could be we have to bail and go back and cut some out of the roof because we have too little or something silly like that, but we'll see. That's what we got so far. Everything is sorta tied down, not really. I gotta tighten everything up. And the good thing is, we are the right size. So I think the length was the most important. I think we might be, that, and this might be a little bit too long. Because I was a little bit concerned about that. because there's not a whole lot that wraps around here. But I think it should be fine because it wraps around. You can see the outline here a little bit. This is how far that line, that dark shadow there, is how far the exterior, the tarp that goes over top the main thing, is going. So that protects that. So there shouldn't be a whole lot of wind leakage there. So far it's coming along nicely. So yeah, I'll give another update after we got the bottoms tied up. And there we are, just about done. So most of the straps are tightened up. I've rolled up the front cover. That Velcro doesn't seem like it'll last. At least if it blows, it's going to come undone. So a little bit gimmicky there. Got it all tied down to my bottom bar. It's all tight. Ears all tight. Brace worked good. The whole frame doesn't wiggle much. Well, a whole lot less with the tarp on, but it wiggled a lot less with that brace on. Side's a little bit uneven compared to the other side. But hey, it fits, so whatever. And we'll probably build up a little bit of a snow berm along the outside just to keep the warmth in, or a little bit of warmth we'll get. Maybe I'll try out a diesel heater in here. We'll see. But yeah, I say that's a success. And then the next project is going to be moving all the junk, organizing it. So there we go.